Scotland stunned France 50-40 at Murrayfield to end Grand Slam hopes in a scintillating Six Nations clash at Murrayfield Stadium on Saturday. Scotland delivered a performance for the ages, defeating reigning champions France 50-40 in a bonus point thriller. The result not only ended France's Grand Slam ambitions, but also cemented Scotland's place in the title race heading into the final round of the championship. With both sides displaying expansive attacking rugby, the game quickly became a showcase of pace, skill, and unrelenting physicality, leaving the Murrayfield faithful in awe and French fans shell-shocked. Early sparks. A frenetic start from the outset, it was clear this encounter would be far from the standard attritional Six Nations affair. Scotland struck first with a perfectly timed attacking move in the 5th minute. Finn Russell gathered a loose ball just inside France's 22-meter line and offloaded to the on-rushing Darcy Graham, who exploded through a defensive gap to score under the posts. Graham's predatory finishing and electric pace set the tone for a game that would swing dramatically over the next 80 minutes. France responded swiftly, absorbing the early pressure and creating their first attacking moments from turnovers. In the 18th minute, Sione Tuipolotu lost possession following a heavy tackle from scrum half Antoine Dupont, allowing the French to capitalize. Oscar Jego, Yura Moafana, and Matthew Jalibert combined in quick succession, culminating in Bielle-Biarrey finishing in the left corner. The conversion was missed, keeping Scotland narrowly ahead, but alerting the host to the threat of a dangerous French counter. Within minutes, France struck again. Bielle-Biarrey delivered a perfectly timed grubber kick behind the Scottish defensive line, which Theo Attissogbe collected to score. Scotland's defense had been exposed, but the hosts were quick to reset and mount a response that would define the remainder of the first half. Scotland's counterattack. Precision and power. Scotland struck back emphatically in the 27th minute. From a lineout just outside France's 22-meter line, George Turner secured the ball and delivered a clean pass to Kyle Steyn, who ran a perfectly angled line to glide over for the try. Steyn's athleticism and timing highlighted Scotland's growing confidence and the tactical acumen of head coach Gregor Townsend. The home side didn't stop there. Just 5 minutes later, Pierre Schoeman barged over from close range after a patient build-up through multiple phases, giving Scotland a lead that was beginning to look formidable. Tension grew for France when Jalibert was sent to the sin bin for an offside infringement near his try line. Although Scotland failed to score during his absence, the yellow card disrupted France's rhythm and allowed the home side to consolidate their 19-14 lead at halftime. Second half. Dominance and discipline. The second half opened with Scotland extending their advantage almost immediately. Ben White crossed the line following a well-structured ruck near France's 22, earning Scotland their bonus point try after Russell's conversion. By the 52nd minute, Kyle Steyn had added a second try to his tally, intercepting a misdirected pass from Dupont and racing past the French cover defense. Darcy Graham then struck again in the 59th minute, completing a memorable brace that further emphasized Scotland's attacking flair and the defensive lapses within the French ranks. France were reduced to 14 players when Lenny Nucci received a yellow card for collapsing a maul illegally, giving Scotland a numerical advantage that Townsend's side exploited fully. The final bonus point try came from the bench as Tom Jordan powered over following a dominant Scottish scrum on the French 5-meter line. This try underlined the depth in Scotland's squad, showing that replacements were ready to impact games at crucial moments. By now, Murrayfield was alive with energy, celebrating a Scotland side that had executed Townsend's expansive, high-tempo game plan to near perfection to France's late rally. Despite trailing significantly, France showed resilience in the final 15 minutes, scoring 3 late tries to add respectability to the scoreboard. Dupont and Ramos crossed for converted tries, with Ramos finishing the game with a total of 20 points, including 2 tries and 5 successful conversions. These efforts ensured that France retained a bonus point, keeping them technically ahead on points difference in the Six Nations standings, though their Grand Slam dreams were shattered. France's other tries came from Bielle-Biarrey, Theo Attissogbe, and Oscar Jego, showing flashes of brilliance but not enough cohesion to match Scotland's relentless tempo and tactical execution. The late points reflected France's undoubted skill, but also highlighted the consequences of indiscipline and slow defensive adjustments during the game. Standout performers, several players were central to Scotland's success. Darcy Graham opened the scoring and completed a brilliant brace, using his pace and awareness to exploit gaps in the French defense. Steyn also scored twice, capitalizing on turnovers and demonstrating perfect timing and finishing ability. Ben White was pivotal at scrum half, dictating tempo and outpacing the French back row in crucial ruck situations, while Tom Jordan provided a vital impact off the bench. Russell contributed 15 points through 6 conversions and a penalty, orchestrating Scotland's attacking platform and maintaining composure throughout a chaotic end-to-end encounter. In the forwards, Pierre Schoeman and George Turner provided physical dominance, securing set-piece ball and allowing Scotland's backs to flourish. For France, Thomas Ramos was their top point scorer with 20 points, while Bielle-Biarrey, Attissogbe, Dupont, and Jego made key contributions, although defensive errors and indiscipline ultimately cost them the match. Tactical analysis: Gregor Townsend's game plan emphasized speed, accuracy, and discipline, avoiding France's preferred power game. By keeping the ball moving quickly through precise ruck exits and line-out plays, Scotland neutralized the French forwards' dominance and forced errors under pressure. Townsend's decision to implement a high-tempo, expansive approach was fully justified, allowing Scotland to outscore a technically superior French side. France's failings lay in defensive lapses and moments of poor discipline. The yellow cards for Jalibert and Nucci disrupted continuity and allowed Scotland to capitalize, while individual errors, including misdirected passes and missed tackles, were ruthlessly exploited. Despite the late rally, France's inability to maintain structure for the majority of the game proved decisive. Implications for the championship: Scotland's emphatic victory not only halted France's Grand Slam bid, but also propelled the Scots into a strong position for the final round of the Six Nations. While France retains a theoretical advantage due to points difference, Scotland now heads into a crucial encounter against Ireland, needing a bonus point win to maximize their title chances. England's performance against France in the final round will also influence the championship outcome, but Scotland's performance at Murrayfield has undeniably reshaped the narrative. Full team line: UPS Scotland: Blair Kinghorn 15, Darcy Graham 14, Hugh Jones 13, Sione Tuipulotu 12C, Steyn 11, Finn Russell 10, Ben White 9, Jack Dempsey 8, Rory Darge 7, Matt Fagerson 6, Scott Cummings 5, Gregor Brown 4, Darcy Ray 3, George Turner 2, Pierre Schoeman 1. Replacement: Ewan Ashman, Rory Sutherland, Zandé Fagerson, Grand Gilles Christ, Freddy Douglas, Josh Bellis, Georges Horn, Tom Jordan France, Thomas Ramos 15, Theo Attissogbe 14, Nicolas Deporter 13, Yoram Mwefana 12, Louis Bielle-Biarrey 11, Mathieu Jalibert 10, Antoine Dupont 9, C. Anthony Gelon, émoticône n'en croyant pas ses yeux, Oscar Jegou 7, François Cross 6, Michael Guillard 5, Charles Olivon 4, Dorian Aldegri 3, Julien Marchand 2, Jean-Baptiste Gros 1, Replacement: Pito Movaka, Rodrigue Netty, Demba Bamba, Thibaut Flammet, Emmanuel Meafo, Lenny Nucci, Baptiste Saran, Pierre-Louis Barassi. Officials. Referee: Angus Gardner, RA. Assistant referees: Andrew Brace, IRFU, Craig Evans, WRU, Timo, Brett Cronin, RA. FPRO, Ollie Hodges, IRFU. In summary, Scotland's 50-40 triumph over France at Murrayfield was a masterclass in high-tempo rugby, tactical precision, and attacking bravery. From the explosive early tries to the disciplined exploitation of French errors, Townsend's team executed a perfect game plan, simultaneously derailing France's Grand Slam bid and keeping the championship alive. With the final round looming, Scotland have firmly earned the right to dream